Well, good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. And to our viewers, welcome to the Christine Love Show Season 2. Thank you for joining us again tonight. All right. We're going to jump on in. Too much to talk about, as always. Okay. All right, let's jump first. Where do I want to start? Oh, are you going to get a kick off of this? Your boy, Wayne Brady.
The comedian tells People exclusively that he identifies as pansexual, which means he's attracted to persons regardless of their sex or gender. He also puts it another way, saying that he's, quote, bisexual with an open mind. Brady first came out to his ex-wife, Mandy, with whom he shares a 20-year-old daughter. They, along with Mandy's current partner, Jason, are set to film a reality series about their blended family, which will premiere on Hulu next year. And they've been supportive of Brady on his journey, with his ex noting that she knew coming out would help him be happier. Brady explains that at one point, he did ask himself if he was gay after having been attracted to men at times in his life, though he'd never dated a man. After doing some research, he couldn't say he was solely bisexual either. So he came to pansexual because to him, pan means being able to be attracted to anyone who identifies as gay, straight, bi, transsexual, or non-binary. Brady says he had to start loving his authentic self to be truly happy, but there was shame around his sexuality because of how he was raised. And although he's always had a great relationship with the LGBTQ community, he admits that he always felt like a sham because he wasn't being forthcoming with himself. Now, he says he's doing a lot of therapy and, quote, trying to be the most Wayne Brady I can be. And while he's currently single, Brady isn't looking to date at the moment. He explains, I've got some work to do still. Then Wayne, as a single, open-minded pansexual, can make a decision and be free and open to other people.
Can I talk or you wanted to say something?
No, I'm.
Okay, so this I didn't know anything about this. So here's
Contain yourself.
So here's the issue. Here's what I'm at the end of the day. Now, unfortunately, I don't know why he's divorced. So I don't know if this is going to apply to this. But when you're married, I'll just go with this. When you're married, you've already established that it's just the two of you.
Right.
And because you're married, let me say this out loud, that does not all of a sudden mean you don't see other attractive people that come and go. Yeah, people.
Female or the opposite sex.
Well, I'm saying for both man and wife, when you're married, neither one of you all of a sudden don't realize they're attractive people in the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that being said, your whole confusion or your questions or your whatever you're going through with whether you're attracted to this or that might be something that crosses your mind, but it has no bearing on your relationship because you've sworn that this is the person you're with.
Right.
So when someone says, "Oh, you know what? I'm married to you, but I think I'm gay or bisexual, therefore the relationship won't work," that's a load of crap. Because as a heterosexual man, I didn't all of a sudden say, "Hey, baby, I'm sorry, but I'm too attracted to other women, so we can't make it." Well, that's you not having control over your desires and your lustfulness.
Okay.
So if he's saying, "Hey, the marriage didn't work because I don't know if I'm gay or straight," that don't matter because you already agreed that this is your wife. That's just that. You're giving into your body,
the flesh, right?
Right, you're giving in. It's okay. Well, I'm pan whatever. That's bisexual. I don't know what's bisexual compared to pansexual. It's just another word to make it sound like it's some type of special something. Sounds like he's okay to go with women and men. All right. So what's the damn difference?
Right.
They just don't make it up terms nowadays. But anyway, so if that's why he got divorced, then that's a load of crap.
Well, she been new, but she said she supports the fact that he, spoke his truth. But she's like, I don't want to be with him.
Well, then you said she been new.
Yeah, she
knew, but now he's coming out. She don't want to deal with him no more.
Right. She was the first to know, and she supported him coming out. She said that was the best thing for him to do. So,
but were they divorced at that time? If she says, hey, baby, I'm going to come out and let the world know I'm pansexual, and she says, okay, great, we're going to get a divorce.
I'm not sure that's how it went, but he's single now, so. I mean,
so that's why that's my thing is, hey, whatever you are, that's whatever you are, but that doesn't validate. What am I saying? That doesn't justify leaving the relationship.
Well, maybe she couldn't handle it.
Right. Oh, I dig it. I can understand that, but you said, what's there to handle? Because even though you say, hey, I'm looking at other people, that doesn't mean you got to act on it.
But if you came to me and said, hey.
What's up, boy?
No, if you came to me and said, hey, you know what? This dude, I caught myself looking at his buttocks in the gym. You think I'm going to say, oh, baby, you silly goose. We're fine. Hey,
okay. Oh, are you going
to? No, I'm having a problem.
How would you take if I said, damn, baby, I saw this chick at the gym, man? I'm just trying to tell you. That's gonna be a problem also, because now you thinking it's gonna be a problem. So if I'm trying to fuck around somebody else, it's gonna be a problem regardless. It's gonna be a bigger problem if it's another guy, obviously.
Yes,
but it's still gonna be a problem.
It's double standard because it's just double standard because
women, you wouldn't be cool with it. You would not be okay with that.
I mean, I'm not gonna be okay, but I'm not gonna leave you for you sweating another chick that has a nice ass in the gym. But if you tell me a dude has a nice ass in the gym, I got to go. I can't compete with that because that's a different type of lust.
I dig what you're saying.
Moving on, because this is getting a little bit too uncomfortable.
Why? I mean, it's his life.
It's spilling over into not.
Well, they ain't spilling into my house.
Moving on. What do I want to go next? All right, let's see here, y'all. Oh yeah, baby. This chick.
In September of last year, 3 Popeyes restaurant employees jumped her while she was in her car in the drive-thru on Cleveland Avenue in Southwest Atlanta and did this to her and beat and punched her after she tried to get them to correct her order.
Why me? I didn't even think I was going to make it back to my kids.
Atlanta police arrived and arrested the 3 employees, a mother who was the manager, and her daughter and niece, and charged them initially with misdemeanors, according to the lawsuit that Dawson's attorneys just filed in Fulton County. The employees were angry with Dawson because Dawson was just sitting in her car at the window trying to correct the food order. Dawson was slowing down the drive-thru line. And the attorneys say the employees are penalized if they don't keep the drive-thru line moving fast.
Now, that's a true statement right there. They do not play about that timing. Now, is it worth whooping somebody's ass about it? No, but they are penalized if they don't get those people out of the line. And
what's the guy doing anything? I mean, penalized by who?
Their boss.
She's the manager. She's the manager. So who's gonna penalize? If you're the manager, how does somebody above you know that there's a time expiration on the person at the window? That's number one. Number two.
Well, can I answer number one?
Okay, go ahead.
They have a quota, just like anything else. She gets on her duty, on her time. I don't know this. I mean, I work for fast food, but if
you don't know, you don't know.
I'm assuming, and I'm almost positive. I wish some of my viewers would chime in, whoever work for fast food. There is a quota when you're on that shift. That manager for that shift gets a review.
Okay.
And you see what I'm saying? So number two.
But the resolution is pull up.
Right.
And we'll bring it to you. So what are you saying? The girl was slow and she didn't understand the term of pulling up?
She looked like she gave them hell. And nobody deserves that. Don't get me wrong.
So I guess there's too much. I don't see the way that story is told. The assumption is the lady was just sitting there. All of a sudden, fists of fury flew through her window, and she was getting pummeled and lost the track of hair because she was what? There's something missing.
No,
that we didn't know. And now it's not right, whatever it was. I mean, it's fast food. Shit, just fuck it, man. Give me my money back.
She wouldn't move, and I guess words were exchanged, and they
right. So the question is, why wouldn't she move? Why wouldn't she move? And how much time was it that passed before they jumped on her? What?
I could see you doing something like that. I could see you doing something like that, sir.
Doing something like what?
Sir.
I'm not an asshole. Not an asshole.
Sir, will you please move up?
Yeah, no problem.
No, I need to make sure you got my order right because she was trying to make sure they repeat it back to me and make sure they got her order right, and they wouldn't repeat it. And I'm not saying
if I repeat it, I'm not gonna repeat it more than once.
No, not you, the manager. You, the girl in the car.
Right, that's me. If I'm the driver in the car, I drive up and say, "Hey, man, give me this, that, and the other." And I get it, and the shit's wrong. I'm saying, "Hey, this is wrong. I ordered this. I said, "Okay,
sir, pull up. Can you please?"
No problem. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Nah, I ain't gonna pull up."
All right. Moving on. I'm starting to like saying it. All right. Now you might have your. I know what you're gonna say about this. Your boy Neo is taking.
What's going on, loved ones? This is Neo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question. Okay. I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours. Speak your opinion as much as you damn well feel like it. Because as I said, they're not important. They're not special. Everybody got one, and you're entitled to it. I'm entitled to mine, all right? Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. Have a great day. It's Neo. Peace and love.
So, if you didn't catch it, they basically asked him how you feel about children being able to decide, I guess, their gender.
I didn't catch it because he didn't say that. He didn't say,
well,
hey, I got to ask him. That was the question. The question was that. And he
how
said,
did he feel?
Right, okay.
And they didn't.
I agree. You're right. Well, who gives a shit what they think? We got to hear them tell us their opinion all the damn time. So this guy said, you know what? I wouldn't want, and I agree with it. Well, let me say this. I don't know the full question. But I know they got this crap going on where kids can or can't choose. Well, you're a child. So that's what people, again, that's what people screw up. When you're a kid, you don't know what's going on with you yet. There's a reason why when they say, hey, we're going to the Six Flags today, get your parents' signature. Otherwise, fuck it. You don't need my parents' signature. I can make my own decision. oh, you got to get a decision, you got to get a pass to go to Six Flags, but you can go get a sex change without your parents' permission. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Excuse my language. So a child isn't ready for that, because guess what? When you're a kid, you want to be 5 different things. Then when you're in middle school, you want to do 3 different things. When you're in high school, you want to all of a sudden do 2 things, and hopefully by the time you get to college, you want to do 1 thing and you stick with it. So my point is, I'm not going to let a child make a decision today as a child's thinking for an adult decision. They say, you know what, man, I probably wish I would have. That's why kids aren't supposed to get tattoos until a certain point. Like, y'all done skip that whole situation. Y'all let these little kids get tattooed like idiots, in my opinion. So now you think if a kid can't get a tattoo until a certain age, why in the hell are you gonna let a kid decide I'm gonna be a little boy, want to be a little girl when he's in 3rd grade? Just because y'all was doing what y'all was doing as parents. Oh, that ain't parents. Let me go back. As kids who went through the tragedy and went through the ridicule and went through the all this, that, and the other, you're like the parent who said, I couldn't have this when I was a child, so I'm gonna give all my kid all the shit I didn't have. That ain't how you raise a kid. What you didn't have was what you didn't have. And deal with it. Get over it. Don't put that bullshit on your kids. And they end up being crazy and turned out because you gave them so much, let them do so much that you didn't have. Now now they out of control.
But I have to agree with this one. Little boo boo who was 2 years old, putting up the middle finger and cussing. Oh, he's so cute. The ones that's raiding Atlanta and raiding Buckhead and all these crimes is little boo boo who was 2, done grew up, and now he hell, and you can't do nothing with him. I just slid that in. That wasn't what we were talking about, but
yeah, I don't know about little boo boo. If you said he boo boo wanted to be a little
I'm
girl.
just mad because you brought up a point about parents not knowing what to do with their kids and letting them get away because
it's not so much that, it's just that they don't know. They want to put what they didn't have,
right?
And now because they can, they're gonna let. Excuse me.
Freedom. They didn't have freedom.
No, it's not freedom. It's because I went through this. I'm therefore going to make sure my kid doesn't go through. Part of going through those things makes character to a person. If they can say, you know what, I couldn't get this, so I'm going to work hard so I can get it.
That's true.
That's what character is. But y'all feeling so guilty. Some of y'all who didn't have it feel guilty about, oh, I wanted Jordans, I couldn't get them, but I'm gonna make sure my kid gets it because they ain't gonna laugh at my little kid. They laughed at me when I was wearing kids, so I'll make sure I get them all the Jordans. Now the Jordans got 1,000 Jordans, but don't have no job.
Ooh.
So come on, y'all. And this goes back to the sex deal. Just because you went through your gayness and you had to deal with all this when you was coming up, now you feel like the world allows them to be gay and free. So now my little child can go get a sex change at 5 years old. And when they get 25 years old and nut up on you because they ain't got no man parts, don't be acting like, well, what happened? I gave you what you wanted. A 5-year-old can't make a decision like that.
All right. Now, we all know.
Now I don't know why he had that dangling earring, though. That's up now.
Huge story now going on. You know that.
Wielding a folding chair during the brawl. Important to note that he is being put in restraints by an officer at one point doing this, and you said today you're still looking to speak with him. Why?
Well, we've identified him, and we know that based on what we know now with that the chair incident, that we need to interview him, and we need to continue our investigation in regards to what happened with that chair. Where that leads us, it'll be determined when that individual comes forward. We've appealed to that individual through the media to reach out to the Montgomery Police Department so we can have that discussion. And again, if charges are appropriate, charges will be filed.
That man is being hailed as a black man coming to the defense of another black man attacked by a group of white men. What would be your message to people who did jump in to help Mr. Pickett? Do you think they should not have?
I certainly understand those. We would have preferred, obviously, that maybe they break it up. But I understand emotions taking place when you're trying to dock for 40 minutes, 40 plus minutes, and you have someone who's not obeying the rules, who's not obeying the warnings that they're being given. And I think certainly seeing a colleague, a coworker, being attacked like that, really brings about a different response.
So, big news. That was a super trendsetter for people all over the world. And this whole chair deal, it was really kind of ridiculous. And before you speak on it, babe, social media has no filter. So, they did a whole reenactment of it and they nailed it. They did not waste any time with social medias, with the chairs, with the Amazon orders, getting the chair, people doing TikToks with saying that now the chair is their form of armor or their weapon. The internet wins again. But seriously, what are your thoughts on this whole ordeal? It's ridiculous, really. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's ridiculous on a lot of levels. I think at this point, we've all ran the gamut of thought processes and the initial concept, probably for most of us, at least in our community, is probably some racially based situation. And I think that, because I thought that I was pissed off. Mm-hmm. But after thinking a little bit more about it, I said, you know what, this isn't really. Well, again, why are they showing us this? This ain't the first time you had a black and white fight.
True.
This isn't the first time, again, because you see something, you are going to naturally assume, well, not naturally, depends on who you are, this is some new thing. This has never happened before. Right. The fact that they push this story so hard, you got to ask yourself, why are they pushing this story so hard? Mm-hmm. So then you picking sides and you're making little memes and you're laughing. We're gonna rise up and do all this. I think we're missing the bigger picture, which is you had two groups of people that are really the same group of people. And I say this, excuse my language, I'm gonna be direct. You got niggas and you got rednecks. These are the same groups of people. Mm-hmm. These are people who, for the most part, or from a class standpoint, the bottom tier or the blue collar, less educated, behave a certain kind of way. Niggas and rednecks are basically the same group of people. One's just got and you had some rednecks blocking the thing, doing some what again, I'm just gonna say the word. You got some knuckle, I'll just use the word ninja. You got rednecks acting like some real ninjas, trying to act and flex in front. I ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't too far from what other people do. That girl at the Popeyes may have been on some ninja move. I ain't gonna move.
Right.
She got jumped, but that didn't make TV somehow. But then you got it at the boat dock because it's two different races. You figure, oh man, this we tired of this. Boom, boom. But what it is we in the same group of people who stuck on the same BS, which is why we over here acting this way, they over there acting that way. By they, the powers that be, the people say, hey, we're gonna get y'all caught up in this racial concept.
Right.
We're gonna go over here. We're gonna do our thing.
Right.
You also caught them in chairs and laughing and getting mad about something that really is a conspiracy against y'all being the two groups, the rednecks and the blacks and the nigga type mentality, blacks at least, to try to be more apart from each other. And the more apart y'all are, the more y'all gonna get caught up in some nonsense.
Right.
Opposed to being like, you know what? That's not what this is. As long as they can keep the lower class people divided and acting a fool,
right?
The higher powers that be can keep screwing over both of us. And that's what I think. That was my thought, my end point. Because we gotta watch out when shit pops off. The worst people to get hurt are the lower end people.
Yeah.
Look at Vietnam. Who got drafted? Lower end white folks and lower end black folks. They didn't give a damn what color you were. They said we're gonna get them people on that level of society and let them go fight, kill each other. But then it was sad to say when they came back, they were still they got right back to their Americanism, going to get each other. They fight in the foxhole together, trying to get back home. They come back to America. Now they're going at it again. So y'all, we gotta watch that.
I think you're right, baby, and I totally agree. Which brings me to my next video on Pastor Joel. He brought up the same point, and it's similar to what you just said.
In order for somebody to creep in on you unaware, that would simply mean that your focus is somewhere else.
Yeah.
If your focus is somewhere else, that leaves a gap open for the enemy to come in and sift you like wheat because he sees you focus in another area. So it's just like the government. The government would tell you stuff on the news to get you occupied while they're working on something else right in front of your face. That's what the enemy does. And so our job is, number one, is to learn how to discern what the enemy is doing while things are going on around us in chaos. Yes, you may have a marital problem. Yes, you may have job issues, but something else is behind the storm, stirring, trying to get your attention to keep you from seeing who's creeping in.
Well said.
Wow.
Well said. You nailed it, babe. You nailed it. They're trying to keep us occupied over here while they're over there stirring the pot, doing what the government, what people do. And we're so focused on all this other stuff that when they hit us, bam, we're not even ready for it because we're too busy buying chairs on Amazon.
Right. People got to realize in America that the problem has been and it continues to be making us against each other.
Yeah.
Satisfying us on one end by giving us junk food and perishable items, but then keeping us in conflict with each other so we can keep busy on things that aren't worth busying ourselves.
Right.
The foot soldiers of America, which unfortunately often has been the lower end people, are often put in situations in their day-to-day life where they get so caught up in trying to live, they can't try to really come up, and that's where they want people to be. The concept, the problem is your economic situation is the barrier, and they want you stuck in that barrier and focus on that nonsense so you can stay there.
Right.
And the people who are black or white, black or white, when you're up there on the top level, you're not thinking about that stuff. We unfortunately, people in the mentality, when you come up and you try to do better for yourself, the people at the bottom are always trying to say, you trying to be different, you trying to be brand new. So now, but at the same time, that mentality keeps you down. And the people that come up, they say, you know what? Let them fall to the wayside. Let them tear each other up. And we're going to just keep striving. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot more for me to say about that. But if you don't think nothing else, you got to figure out, and you could, I got to battle myself and my thoughts sometimes too about racial issues. Because it exists. It exists, but it exists because of a tactic that they put in place. First, you got to acknowledge it exists. Second, you got to figure, hey, don't you get caught up in it, but then you got to know how to maneuver with it being a reality.
Amen. Stay woke, people. All right. We are getting through it. Love it, love it, love it. Good news, Dwayne Wade.
I'm in the hall already, on the wall already. I'm a work of art, I'm a wall hall already, on another level.
All the great players that was drafted, all the great players that have played through there. But, I'm homegrown in that sense. And so it's special. It's very special.
And you guys looking this way? That's great. Hold that. And last one here. Got it. Thank you. That's great. Love it. One more. Looking right ahead. That's great.
I'm like a little shorter. Well, I got me a new way to scratch my beard. Just scratch it with my ring finger. Yeah.
That it was all right to up in the end when all this. You know, we talked about that earlier, that whole Dwayne Wade situation. Now, before you say anything, the first thing the comments was talking about how his daughter, is it Zola or Zora, was dressed like Michelle Obama. If you didn't catch that.
I didn't. I couldn't. But so what?
Right.
That well, his daughter is a real daughter, right?
No, the one that transgendered.
The transgender child.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that was the situation.
I thought for sure you would. I'm so glad you did.
Hey, that's his house. That's all I have. That's his house.
Okay.
He lives the way he wants to live.
Yep.
You know, I told you, you know, on a personal, I wouldn't feel too comfortable around that couple. But that's just my thought.
Gabrielle Union. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like Gabrielle.
Okay. You can like her how you want to.
I mean,
she just seems like a upward mobile, step on anybody to get whatever her image of what she wants her reality to look like. It's almost like these basketball players for sport fans. Basketball players say, "Hey man, I want you to join my team so we can have a super team." So they try to create a team instead of going through the steps of how it happened. They don't want to build through the process of the team. They want to, hey, All-Star A, you come over here. Hey, All-Star B, come over here. Hey man, come join my team. That's the kind of, to me, that's kind of how she seems to have put her situation together. She would, because she was married to one guy. You know, and now that just
football player, was he a football player?
Yeah, he's a football player. Football player. All of a sudden, seeing the main quarterback best friend. Like, what? How y'all do that?
Oh, okay.
And she on the cover of a magazine. He holding her in his arms, and she on his shoulders, and they smiling with, damn, where your husband at? You know, have the third string punt returner who never talks to the quarterback, all of a sudden your wife best friends with the star quarterback? I mean, I don't. If I was on the Falcons and I was the backup punter, I don't think it would be odd for you to all of a sudden be best friends with Matt Ryan. That's just not how that works. If I'm not best friends with Matt Ryan, personally, how you get to be his best friend?
Right.
No, really. I mean, how's that happen?
I know, because she's a movie star.
So what? That is not. I mean, I don't know how groupie is. I'm not a groupie.
He could be a fan. You know, like more.
You could be a fan, but I mean, okay, but you.
I'm just saying.
Well, you can clean it up. I just know that wouldn't fly with. Wow, they're not married.
I know. All right.
Cleaned up, apparently.
No, I know. And for those who don't know, baby, if you know Doja Cat, she's a little, she's getting a lot of heat for her last kind of thirst trap photo that she put out there. Doja Cat, for those who don't know, she's a pretty girl to me. So this was put out saying her caption was thirst trap. And they all were saying that that's who she looks like. She's always been a little different.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You just showed me a video of some girl with a see-through dress dancing and singing. Then you showed me a picture of a girl had her. Is that all the same chick?
Yes. So allegedly, well, not allegedly.
Well, I said alleged, not allegedly.
Well,
apparently, she's going through a mental breakdown.
Well, yes.
And it looks like she got on some bad dope, and now she's taking some pictures by herself with some other psycho fan. Hey, take a picture of me and hit me in my nose real quick so we can really make it pop. Where's the thirst trap? I didn't see anything that was attracting somebody to want.
That was her, right? That was her caption. Clearly, to me and to you, and maybe to the world, she's going through something. But allegedly, the video is what the producers, her record label wanted, and she didn't want to do that. That's not her true self. Her true self is what you saw after that. So she's like fighting against her image to be who she wants to be.
Which is what a ball that she losing her hair. She wants to
she cut all her hair off.
She wants to entertain people looking like that. That's scary.
This is her true self, allegedly by her fans saying, "This is the Doja we know."
No, it's not. When did she make a video in that in that form?
Well, like I said, the people that signed her. Like the video, that's how they wanted her to come out and appear.
No, I got that. But you say
so this is her, who she is every day, all day. This is her fans before she blew up that know her said, "Hey, now that's Doja. That's the Doja we."
That's what I'm asking you. What footage do people have when she put out videos in that last state?
Could be MySpace. Who knows?
Yeah, it's not. That's why. Because she got famous, didn't like the bright lights. Then she wants to revert back because, if anything, she's self-destructive. What she wanted this, now she's getting this, and now she wants to run back into whatever. I mean, people, y'all want to be famous.
There it is. All right, we're getting through it. Oh, go, my girl. Congratulations. Summer in the wind. You look at me like that again, make another kid. You're my heart, I'm your real. If I ever had to for you, I would do a bid. And I can tell that you're ready. Yay! He got his baby. He got his baby.
It keeps coming. It keeps coming.
He got
People
his
are
baby.
sick, man. I don't know about that. So you got your baby, but damn. I mean, do I have to show y'all everything?
Oh God, coming from you don't do social media. I expect that, but she's a celebrity.
Hey, so what? I already know you're a celebrity. How much of a celebrity you had to be all the time? You a celebrity. You got it. Boom. We all know who she is. So guess what? If you don't show me that, you're not a celebrity no more. Everybody that becomes pregnant don't have to show it every time. They don't. They really don't. And don't act like, oh, you can celebrate how you want. I got no problem. You can celebrate. It's a beautiful thing for you and your family.
Congratulations, Sierra.
So when you get in the car wreck, don't post the open heart surgery.
Don't start that, please. We doing good now. Oh my God, this is terrible. This young black doctor here, well, I don't know about young, but
New pictures of Jessica Ross and Trevion Taylor Sr. during Jessica's pregnancy. Jessica went into labor for 10 hours July 9th, but the baby got stuck during delivery. According to the lawsuit, a doctor applied what's described as ridiculously excessive force on the baby's head and neck to try to deliver it, leading to the baby's death. According to Ross's lawyers, the hospital lied to the couple and told them the child's death did not warrant a free autopsy.
It's unfortunate that the healthcare providers at Southern Regional Hospital, after this horrific incident, told them these things and tried to hide what actually happened.
In one of his statements, the hospital denies the allegations, saying the doctor mentioned in the lawsuit is not an employee of the hospital and that they have taken appropriate steps.
So allegedly, well, what happened was during delivery, the doctor that I showed when the video first came on, is she was too aggressive and pulled the baby's head off. it was detached. But she's not an employee of the hospital.
Well, of course, doctors are generally, they contract to have privileges, was called. They have privileges to deliver and work at a hospital. I think that's like I don't want to say cowardly, but that's normal. That's normal. Most doctors, especially gynecologists, aren't employed by the hospital, but obviously they have the facility. So it's called privileges to deliver and patients there.
It's terrible.
But even if they don't, even if that person wasn't not employed by the hospital, the staff members that assist in the facilities. So if there is a lawsuit, you got to go through. Everybody's going to get sued, and then they're going to have to figure out a way how to detach themselves or defend themselves. So if the hospital says that doctor was a quote unquote employee, the facility is still liable for, well, when we talked about an autopsy, who said I couldn't get one? The gynecologist didn't stop it. It was the hospital was involved with that. And then
that's the same thing happened with Georgia Baptist. Not to cut you off, babe. The same thing, but as I was remembering, happened to Georgia Baptist. That's why I became Atlanta Medical, and now Atlanta Medical is closed. I see Southern Regional going in that direction because, I mean, it's one thing after next. Off the camera of me knowing things. My sister delivered some of her kids there. It's just always something. So that hospital is next. God forbid. That community needs, you know what I mean? They need
all communities need a hospital, damn it. And the fact they don't have one is a whole different issue. And that because it's here, there, or somewhere else doesn't validate or justify having bad health care. So I'm not gonna. It's necessary. We need hospitals, but hospitals have to be held accountable. And just as a side note, you guys got these medical bills. You need to pay them because when y'all don't pay them, when you have these groups of shit that ain't getting paid, people go out of business. So don't cry about hospitals going out of business when you know you owe a hospital and they paid shit. So don't. If we don't put back in, we can't expect to get back out. South Fulton, I mean, hospitals are, for lack of a better word, a bad business system because they aren't aggressive enough and about getting their money because they got them, in my opinion, got the wrong people doing financing. On the flip side, whatever they need to me, if I'm a lobbyist.
Yeah,
I'm bringing hell to the White House. And look, man, we got to have some more rights to come after this money. We got to be able to start garnering some wages because we are losing hospitals because people are coming in here getting their lives saved and ain't writing no checks back. That's some bullshit. Now, I'm just telling you, that's some bullshit. Don't look for help and then don't pay back your help. I mean, come on. You can say whatever you want to say. You can complain about the charges, but you can still write the check at the same time.
All right. I agree. I mean, I've had some medical bills, but all right. Your girl came out with a song. Tell me what you think about it, babe.
Okay, here's a joy because so many people be trying to hate on me, and like I work so fucking hard. I work so hard. #1 on iTunes again. What the hell? I got a hit song. Another hit song. Stop playing with me. I did it again. Oh my gosh. We are #1 on iTunes, y'all. We're #1. We're on Pandora. We're everywhere. And they said I couldn't do it again. They hate on me so bad. They hate my guts so bad. They hate my guts so bad. And look what the hate doing. And look what the hate is doing. Jessica!
Please check this out. I don't want it. This is.
I like Carly Red. They be messing with her, but let me tell you one thing about
they? Who is they?
The fans. Loving hip hop. Loving hip hop. I like Carly. That's your girl you saw last night. She looks a hot mess. God forbid. Forgive me. She's doing too much to her face. She was always a pretty girl, but they always have something to say. But one thing about Carly Red, she keep a storyline and she keeps something going on. The rest of them be making up stuff.
Is that something to be good? That's something to be proud about? Hell, you keep
no.
What are you talking about?
No, what I'm saying is that if they're gonna do it, have a storyline, have something going on. She always has something going on.
What? Like what? Give me what kind of storyline?
Whether it's the dude she dates, whether it's drama as far as with the other girls.
So she's just telling you her regular story.
Right, but all the rest of them be kind of don't really have a storyline on that show.
Who cares about it? Okay, who cares about it? Whoever don't have whatever is whatever. I don't. Okay, you don't have a storyline. I don't have a storyline. I'm not telling you about this person who I went out to dinner with and that person that cut me off in traffic. I got a storyline. I have something to tell you.
You know what I mean?
Well, I do know what you mean. And the issue is too many people follow the storyline versus following their own shit. What I mean, I don't know this person, but how is this person contributing? Whoever is you talking about these storylines, what contribution is that storyline doing to your life? Oh, no, not you personally, but whoever. I mean,
I know.
So people, we all got lives. Now, if I'm gonna sit there and chronicle my everyday life, you can always follow me. You can always look at what's he doing today, or you can be concerned about what you doing the damn day. I'm gonna give me some. I'll get my this and some of this. You say I can get something so I can get my wrinkles to go. I'm looking like this all.
Please let this be the last story.
Yes.
We got one more. 50 years of hip hop.
Did you know that a black woman named Sylvia Robinson played a crucial role in making hip hop a commercial success? While many know that the Sugar Hill Gang 1979 hit Rapper's Delight was the first rap song to climb the top 40 pop charts and hit the radio, what many don't know is that Sylvia was the visionary behind this groundbreaking record, with her Hall of Fame, which solidified her lasting influence on the world of hip hop. From Curtis Blow to Biggie to Tupac to Jay-Z to Drake to Travis Scott. From Queen Latifah to Missy to Nicki to Cardi and Doja Cat, you name it, every single dollar that hip hop makes, every single dollar that hip hop inspired songs make is all thanks to her. She made it possible. She is the true queen of rap.
Yay, I love that. Love that. 50 years of hip hop anniversary of it's just been going on. And when I saw that, kudos to the Shade Room for dropping that. Did you know? Because I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that. Did you know that, Jonathan?
No, I did not know. I still don't know because they didn't tell us enough about what she did.
Well, it was a 3-minute.
But that was a soundbite. I know. But that at least should inspire us to figure out who that was. And I hope she's still alive. I didn't see a recent picture of her. But
yeah,
that's what's up. They thought it wouldn't be around. It's still here. It's taking some terrible turns.
Yeah.
It's being pushed the wrong way now. But, hey, it's still here. It's definitely an American original like jazz,
right? And from originated from a African American woman is even more honorable.
No, I don't know. That's what I didn't get that.
That's what they said.
Did you know that a black woman named Sylvia Robinson played a crucial role in making hip hop a commercial success? While many know that
mainstream,
right? But what you said was she originated. That's what you said something.
Well,
I'm not taking anything away from her contribution to pushing it and bringing it to the, as they say, in the mainstream.
Right.
You just said she made hip hop, and I'm like, I don't think they said that.
I'm sorry. Well, I said that wrong. She brought it to the mainstream because you can do
right. She's a major contributor to where it is.
Right. And I'm
very,
very happy about that. So that's it. Jonathan. That's all we have.
It was rough.
It was rough, but we got through it. And to my viewers that came in and out, I appreciate you watching this Saturday. We're here every Saturday at 8 to talk about the things that's talking about online. That's it. That's all I got. Yay, we got it. Our opinions are just opinions, but you know, it is what it is.
That's the truth.
Anyway. All right. So until next time, the Christine Love Show Season 2. See you next Saturday at 8 p.m. live. Good night. You're so rude. Say good night.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I needed to say